Welcome back to my channel, everyone. If you are joining me for the first time, welcome. My name is Sharidan and I am a first grade teacher in sunny South Carolina. Today's video is going to be all about one of my grad school lifesavers. This piece of technology that I'm going to be sharing with you has gotten me through this whole semester of grad school and has really helped me get my assignments done, or has helped make doing my work this semester so much easier. So if you're interested in seeing what that is, keep watching. Alright everyone, so let's get into the video for today. So the tool, or it's actually two tools that I'm going to be showing you are my lovely iPad. Now, before I show it to you, I do have fingerprints on it. Let's be real, I use this all the time. It's not a big deal. But this is my iPad Pro, or well, it's not the super big one. It's just the regular, I guess, regular medium-sized one. But this is my iPad Pro. And then I also picked up, oop, there's a hair on it. I'm so sorry. But I also picked up an Apple Pencil. I'm actually really excited to share this with you guys. Sorry, this kind of pulled off. Let me put the top back on real fast. Here we go. All right, this is my Apple Pencil. I'm gonna put this down for a second. And I have been using the iPad and the Apple Pencil to help me jot down notes for when I am reading and annotating the articles that I have to read for my classes. It's really nice to have these two things, just because before I would always open up the articles that I have to read for school on my laptop, and it would just be a hassle to go back and forth between reading the articles and then typing a response on Blackboard on a discussion board, or using it to use a quote in a paper. It would just be kind of a hassle to do that. But with the iPad, I'm able to use this to read my articles and then go back and see, okay, well, this was a point that I wanted to include in the paper later. Now that I have it downloaded and I've underlined and wrote down what I wanted to say about it, I can go back and use those ideas in my paper. It's really, really nice to have that. So that is what I've been using for grad school, and it's just, again, like I said, it's been a real lifesaver and it's really easy to use. And the Apple Pencil is really user-friendly as well. So yeah, that is what I have been using. Okay, before I get into how I use it for grad school, I kind of wanted to just kind of slide in the different accessories that I got with the iPad. So I'll start with the case. This is the case, as you already saw. Now, I decorated it with these stickers, just Happy Planner stickers, and then the two Kind Cotton stickers that I got with the Kind Cotton shirts that I love so much. So your case is probably not going to come like this. But the case itself is just a marble case. I really am into marble these days. And I got it off Amazon. When you open it up, this is what it looks like with the iPad in it. And, oh, that's my background. But anyway, I highly suggest, if you are going to get the iPad and Apple Pencil together, I would suggest getting the case that has the compartment for your Apple Pencil. Just because it's really nice to keep everything together. If you're anything like me, you're probably misplacing things a lot. This was never a problem before, but as I get older and as I've been going through the teaching profession, I just quickly put things down and I have no idea what I did with it later. But if you're someone who frequently just puts things down and maybe misplaces it, it's really nice to keep everything that's related all in one place. So I just, whenever I'm done using it, I will put the Apple Pencil in its compartment, and then it's good to go for when I'm ready to use it again. Oh my goodness, this has so many fingerprints on it. I'm a little embarrassed. Whatever, who cares? Now, let's talk about the accessory that I have on the Apple Pencil. So this this did not come with the case. This is totally separate from the case. But this, I guess, I don't know exactly what it's called, but I'm calling it a cap holder, because, and by the way, I will link all of the products and prices in the description box so you can check those out. But I'm calling this a cap holder only because it does exactly what I just told you it does. It holds the cap of my Apple Pencil. So whenever you are using the Apple Pencil, you do have to charge it. It looks like this. You charge it with the iPad, or at least that's what I've been doing. And then this cap protects it from getting damaged. So it's important to keep that on. Now, whenever you are charging it and you don't have this, and I'm not saying you have to buy it, but if you don't have something like this, then you have to be very careful with not losing the top, because if you lose the top, you run the risk of ruining this part of the Apple Pencil, and you just don't want to do that because then you can't charge it. So it's nice to be able to keep the holder on it so that it doesn't get separated at all. It stays on pretty well. I've had this on here since I've had it back in January, and it hasn't come off. It has not shifted. You can move it if you would like to, but I think this is a really good placement for it right here. Now, this did come with, I think, a pencil grip and then a little part to protect the writing part of it, the end of it, the tip of it. Yes, it's called the tip. But putting those on there will make it not fit in the compartment that's on the case. And I really wanted to be able to put it in the case, so I don't use those pieces and I don't have them on hand. I have no idea where they are, honestly. But I think this is enough. I think this is good enough, having the holder for the cap, and then I think it stays pretty protected in the case. I've never had any issues taking it out or putting it in the case. Yeah, so I think that's enough. But like I said, I will link all of the accessories in the description box for you to check out because they are very helpful and I think you would like them too. All right, y'all, so now I am about to show you on my iPad and with an article that I actually wrote, not an article, I guess it's an old assignment that I wrote, how to use the Apple Pencil. I'm using something that I wrote just because I don't want to get into a situation where I'm having to deal with any copyright issues. So I will just use an article, not an article, a paper that I wrote. I'm not on article status yet, so bear with me, but I am going to get there. But anyway, I'm going to use a paper that I wrote to show you how I use the Apple Pencil. All right, everyone, so this is a paper, just my research interest paper from last year that I've created. So if you go up to where that pen icon is at the top, it's in blue, you click on that, and then at the bottom, there will be some options of different kinds of pens and then the little eraser that you can use. I just clicked on the Apple Pencil and I am scrolling down, or up, I guess, to the part of the paper that I want to focus on. I put a little star by it so that you could see exactly where I was. And I'm just basically putting a bracket around that whole section, and I'm underlining just so you can see how the underlining works with the pen. Now, I noticed that it was a little too thin, so in a second you're going to see me click back on the pen icon and go down to the part that looks just like the Apple Pencil, and I am clicking on that pencil, and then I'm choosing a thicker stroke. It's the middle one, so what that does is just makes the underlining a little thicker, and I'm going through and underlining that same sentence just with a thicker pencil marking. So I forgot to show you how highlighting works on on the Apple Pencil on my iPad, but that's okay. It works pretty much the same way. Just continue to go up to that blue icon, tap on the marker or the highlighter, which is right next to the Apple Pencil one, and you can change the color to however you like. I chose purple because that's my favorite color. But right here, as you can see, I'm showing you how the pencil writes. So I just clicked on the pencil. You can change the thickness of the writing, and I'm underlining a sentence. And here I'm showing you how it writes. It writes pretty much the same way that I normally write, which is pretty cool. And the most important rule of all is to remember to save your annotations by clicking the Done button in the upper left-hand corner. This ensures that all of your annotations, notes, and whatever it is that you wrote are saved and are accessible when you need them for a paper or for a discussion post. Here's a cool little reminder that I wrote just for you. All right, everyone, well, we have come to the conclusion of this video. I really hope that this was helpful, showing you how I use the Apple Pencil on something that I wrote with. I hope that was helpful, and I hope that it maybe makes you consider buying an Apple Pencil and one of the new iPads. However, I will say, and I don't know if I've said this already, I don't remember, make sure that if you get an iPad and you want to get an Apple Pencil, or if you have an iPad and want to get an Apple Pencil, make sure that your Apple Pencil is compatible with the iPad. I don't think, and don't quote me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that the Apple Pencil will be compatible with older iPads, so that's definitely something that you want to check out. So do your research first, but I'm telling you, these two things, this is what you need. And I use this for so much more than just grad school. I read ebooks on it. I've had this thing for a short time and I've done so much on it already, but I read ebooks on it. I watch YouTube videos. I plan for next school year to get into some digital planning, and I'm really excited about that. Paperless is starting to become the way to go, but it's proving to be very helpful and very efficient. But we have come to the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I am just I'm excited. I get excited every week when I share something new with you, share something new that's going on in my life, or something that I am really excited about and am hoping that you will maybe consider as well. And this is the highlight of my week, being able to film something new for you. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a like, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.